This should have been the night he died. The forest that night. It wasn't just cold. It was the kind of cold that steals your breath, that bites through your bones, where even the trees seemed to shiver under a suffocating blanket of white. And somewhere in the middle of that frozen nightmare was the tiniest heartbeat you could imagine. Little Joey. He didn't know how he'd gotten separated, he just knew. Mom was gone. The wind wasn't wind anymore. It was alive, screaming through the darkness like something that wanted to swallow him whole. And the snow. It didn't just fall, it attacked. Every flake felt like a needle against his delicate skin. His legs, so small, so fragile, were trembling with every step. The snow came up to his chest. Each movement forward felt impossible. He tried to cry out, "Mom!" But his voice, it barely made a sound, just a whisper lost in the roar of the storm. So he kept going. One tiny step, then another. Because what else could he do? And then, thump! His frozen little foot slipped on the ice hidden beneath the snow. He went down hard. He tried to stand, he really did. But his body, it just wouldn't listen anymore. The cold had won. So he did the only thing he could do. He curled into the smallest ball, trying to trap whatever warmth was left inside him. Tears rolled down his face and froze there. His big, beautiful eyes, full of confusion, full of fear, slowly began to close. This is it, he thought. No one's coming. But here's the thing about miracles. They show up exactly when hope runs out. Through that deafening storm, through the chaos of wind and ice, someone heard him. A heartbeat, so faint, so fragile. A light pierced through the darkness. It was getting closer. Dr. Luna. She didn't hesitate, not for a second. Storm didn't care. Freezing cold didn't matter. She ran toward that tiny mound of snow like her own life depended on it. Her hands moved quickly, brushing away the ice. And when she saw him there, this precious little soul barely clinging to life, her heart shattered. But there was no time for tears. She wrapped him in her own scarf, still warm from her body, and scooped him into her arms. "I've got you, sweetheart," she whispered against his ear. "You're safe now, I promise." Back at the clinic, everything changed. The howling wind became the gentle crackle of a fireplace. The biting cold became soft, golden warmth. Dr. Luna's hands moved with such tenderness, checking his tiny heartbeat, warming milk to just the right temperature, feeding him one gentle spoonful at a time. And slowly, slowly, you could see it. The light coming back into Joey's eyes, the fear melting away like snow in the sun. He looked up at Dr. Luna, not with terror anymore, but with something else entirely. Trust, love, gratitude. He'd found his person. But Dr. Luna, she wasn't done yet. She disappeared for just a moment and came back holding something special.
Look,
a tiny red sweater, hand-knitted, soft as a cloud, perfect for keeping a little kangaroo warm forever. She slipped it over his head, carefully guiding his little arms through. It fit perfectly. Joey caught his reflection in the mirror, and you could see it happen. That moment where everything clicked. He wasn't that scared, shivering baby lost in the snow anymore. He was a survivor, a fighter, a little winter warrior. He actually hopped, around the clinic, showing off his new look, his energy returning with every bounce. And then he did something that made Dr. Luna's eyes fill with happy tears. He threw his tiny arms around her and held on tight. Outside, the storm still raged on, but inside was warmth. Inside was safety. Inside was love. Because sometimes the best medicine isn't found in a bottle or a bandage. It's found in the arms of someone who refuses to give up on you. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to Dr. Luna's channel for more incredible rescue stories. Because every animal deserves a second chance, and every story deserves to be told.